Good afternoon. My name is Coach Josh Graves. I run a world-class personal training facility with my wife called Fitness on Fire. We're located here in Irvine, California, and basically we are a private personal training and semi COVID-19 compliance and safety protocols, and also just describe all the methods of which we are using to protect the people that are going to come back to Fitness on Fire eventually. Fitness on Fire is a safe place for growth and self-development. We help people improve their quality of life through building purposeful relationships and by becoming the healthiest and strongest versions of themselves. This is our mission statement. I'd like to point out that Fitness on Fire is a safe place for growth and self-development. It's actually a part of our mission to make sure that we keep people healthy and strong. Fitness on Fire is a 6,000 square foot studio, and we specialize again in private training and semi-private training. Today, I'm looking for written support from our Orange County Board of Supervisors to allow us to proceed to serve our clientele primarily in private and semi-private training, meaning that in the 6,000 square foot studio, we would have a maximum of 5 clients and maybe 2 to 3 coaches on staff, 8 to 9 people in the building at one time. So how do we differentiate ourselves from a traditional gym? Well, a couple things, right? Number one is we're already an appointment-based business, and people pre-register for their sessions before they come into the workouts. Every session is actually led by a nationally accredited coach. All of our coaches have a fitness-related degree or are internationally recognized anywhere in the country. Now, this is important because people don't come in and just work out. They actually have a methodical, planned workout, game plan, and exercise template before they even touch anything in the gym. They come in with a plan. Clients are assessed and evaluated before they begin their programs. Our programs are results-driven and backed by science. Community coaching and self-development is what we do best. And what we're still doing is managing to keep our community strong. We want to be able to provide more detailed coaching, which is why the virtual training is only getting us so far. And then we want to be able to continue to create that safe place for growth and self-development. So my objectives today, as I mentioned, my first objective is I actually would like to receive written support from the Orange County Board of Supervisors to allow us to proceed to open our gym and serve our clientele in private or semi-private sessions. I would like to distinguish the difference between specialized fitness studios and traditional gyms. Potentially, maybe even getting support for Fitness on Fire and or other facilities that have taken similar measures to protect their people. So I'm going to discuss today how we've rolled out a planned phase opening for Fitness on Fire. That I want to communicate our facility and our adjustments and the compliance with the OC Health Agency safety guidelines. I want to talk about our staff adjustments, our member adjustments, and the behaviors that we're going to ask the members to take here in the facility. And I also want to discuss the types of training we'll be offering because our normal menu is going to be a little bit different during this time. Very similar to a lot of plans right now, we have a phased plan for our opening. And the first phase started the day we closed our doors. What I'd like to emphasize is Fitness on Fire actually closed their doors before the rest of the county was asked to. We did a lot of research, and by March 16th, when we saw what this was really looking like, we decided to close our doors before we were asked to. Our members' safety is the #1 concern for us at all times, which is also why we think health and fitness is so important. We think we're the #1 way to keep people healthy and safe and to keep their immune systems ramped up to fight off and ward off disease and sickness. So in phase 1, when we closed our doors, the first thing we did is we made sure we accounted for all of our members. We called and communicated a lot with our team. We started our virtual training program, and then we went to work here at the gym. We gutted the entire fitness facility. We re-cleaned, re-scrubbed everything. We had a deep cleaning company come in and fog the gym, and I'll go into details on how we've redone our gym since then. last but not least, it was our community is still very engaged. It's very important for us that we continue to communicate with our people and give them ways to work out. But even in surveying over 400 members, we're finding out that over 50% of them are down dramatically in their exercise and their wellness and nutritional habits at the moment. Now, phase 2 is where I'm going to spend most of my time today. Phase 2 is what I'm actually trying to fight for right now. I'm trying to fight for a legal and a supported effort to open our gym. I want to make sure that we're doing everything right and by the book, but we also need help. It's time for us as businesses to really turn to our elected officials and ask for help. I'm asking for help today. I'm asking for the ability to show that a small studio handling 6 people at a time can keep people just as safe as having 100 plus people walking through Costco touching anything they want to. So in our phase 2, we're going to have limited capacity and we're going to have extreme health and safety modifications. Phase 3, we'll ramp it up a little bit, and phase 4 eventually will maybe be back to business as usual, but we'll get there when the country gets there. I really want to fight for phase 2. So phase 1, we talked about a lot. And in some of the things that we've done to enhance the facility, these are the things that I really want to focus on. So things we've done to increase protection and just really assure our members that we're going to do everything to keep them safe. The first thing we did is we redesigned our space to promote physical distancing. We've literally changed the layout of our gym and spent a ton on construction to be able to re-modify the gym so that people can stay a minimum of 8 to 10 feet away from one another. We've upgraded everything to be all hands free. So all hands free everything. For example, in the bathrooms now have touchless lights, touchless hand soap dispensers, touchless sinks, touchless towel dispensers, and touchless toilets. Everything has been reinstalled so the members don't have to touch anything in the bathroom, really. We had a deep clean company come out, high dust, scrub and wipe down the gym. They had a staff of 5 come in and spend 9 hours cleaning our facility. And they finished the day by disinfectant fogging the gym. We've had UV light treatment come through, and we're considering doing some type of UV light air purifiers or something around those lines. We also have 3 roll-up doors here, so it's we get a lot of air circulation through the gym. We've replaced everything that looked like it's been used or was old. So we've got new bands, new TRX, new mats, and made sure that everything is just as fresh as the day we opened the gym. We've also enhanced some of our outdoor training grounds to accommodate for extra space in the gym. So let's talk about phase 2. This is where I really want to discuss my plan. And if nothing else, want to be a model to show that small specialized fitness studios have a lot of control over the environment and keeping their people safe. So a few precautions. Although Fitness on Fire is to be ready to open the minute we get the opportunity to, and it's going to be open with the best-in-class standard for cleanliness and safety, we still want to encourage those that are in the high-risk categories to continue to protect themselves. We are asking if you're showing any signs of flu-like symptoms or any other contagious illness, we ask that you just don't come in. You work out virtually that day. And if you have been in contact with somebody that's showing signs or symptoms or has tested positive for COVID, we ask you is the same thing. Just don't come in that day. We can continue to serve you via our virtual platforms. So this is something I'm going to say because it's important that our members hear this. We only have one rule at Fitness on Fire, and that's everybody loves everybody. Regardless of how people feel about COVID or even us opening or not opening right now, we want to respect how everybody feels about this, but we're going to go ahead and overswing the pendulum towards safety. If there's any inkling of a chance that somebody could get hurt in our facility or get sick off of one of these things, we're going to make sure that we do everything in our power to control that, even if it's a little uncomfortable for us. So even though people have different beliefs around the coronavirus, that doesn't necessarily matter. What we're going to do is we're going to follow the rules that our government's given us. We're going to respect physical distancing, and we're putting a lot of safety measures in place to show that we can do business well while reopening. So our phase 2 re-grand opening is going to be limited capacity. We will be practicing physical distancing, and we will close the gym entirely for at least an hour every day to do a deep cleaning, spray, disinfectant each day. We actually have a consultation with a UV light company today and also an electrostatic disinfectant sprayer. One of these 2 technologies will be used every day here in the facility. We'll also be using Lysol spray and scrubbing and disinfecting equipment after every session, not to mention that every pod, every exercise area that the members are using will have their own cubby, and it won't be a cubby. It's actually going to be a wood crate, and in that wood crate, they'll have their own cleaning supplies for their station, and every member will be required to wipe their own stuff down. What's going to happen is before members enter the gym, we'll have a hand washing, so we'll have an outside hand washing station for them. We're going to be taking touch-free temperatures. We have a touch-free thermometer, and we'll be doing the scanner before they come into the gym as part of our check-in process. When they first come into the gym, they're going to fill out a new waiver and Part Q questionnaire, and that's going to ask questions about if they've been exposed to coronavirus, if they're having symptoms, and et cetera, et cetera. So we'll have a small screening process for COVID exposure before people even come into the gym. During phase 2, our team members will also be wearing masks, so that will not be optional for our team members. All of our team members will wear masks or face coverings during this time. And while we will not require the members to wear a mask, if they would like to, we will welcome them to. And we'll also have complimentary disposable masks and gloves for them at the front desk. Other parts about our phase 2 grand opening: all our sessions will be pre-registered. There will be no drop-ins during this time. Our focus is going to be predominantly on private and semi-private training. Private and semi-private sessions will have reserved zones in the gym. The coaches are actually going to reserve the equipment for the clients before their workouts and set up each client's workstation before the client comes into the gym. Therefore, there will be no equipment sharing during any of these workouts, and all the equipment will be fervorously wiped down and taken care of before anybody else would even come close to touching it again. All right, not only will the members be responsible for wiping their own stuff down, but after the session, we'll go through, respray everything, and deep clean before the next group comes in and we set up the next private and semi-private sessions. There will be hard start and stop times, so people will come in, they'll do their workout, they'll leave. And then unfortunately, we will have our showers and common areas like locker rooms closed during this phase. So people will just be coming in to get their workouts. Virtual sessions will continue. We'll still do our online training at this time. So for our group classes, that's going to be our group class format's going to be done online now, at least for the time being. And then we will not, unfortunately, offer open gym during phase 2, as again, this will be pretty much reserved for private and semi-private members. If I'm asking for anything from the Orange County Board of Supervisors, it's actually to allow us to do private and semi-private training, one-on-one training, or one coach and up to 4 clients at one time. That's it. Those will be the biggest groups that we'll have in the facility. Now, this may look like a childhood sketch, but this is actually a layout of the facility and the designated zones that we described. So here in the gym, you can see the X's, the red X's mark the areas in the gym which will be closed to members during the time being. These are our showers and our locker rooms. This is our recovery area with our infrared sauna and some of the recovery tools. Those just because the nature of those things are kind of sharing, we're not going to use those for right now. And we will also have a massage closed down for the time being. The yellow zones here are designated workout zones. So in this 600 square foot room, we're splitting it in half. You could have 2 people in that room. Each person gets their own 300 square foot space. You'll have 1 workout zone here in the middle of the gym. You'll have 2 workout zones here. And then you'll have each treadmill split by 8 feet. So the treadmill will be 8 feet from center from each other. And then on the turf, we'll have 4 designated zones on the turf. Again, these zones will be reserved in advance by the coaches, and each member will make their way in through the front entrance, see themselves to the workout floor, go to their respected zone, do their workout, and then leave out the front door. To show you some of the modifications in a real picture, this was our gym before up top. And this is where people could just kind of work out as they saw fit. And then what we've done since then is we have created dividers with our equipment to help us distinguish the spaces. We've also created these lines on the turf, and these lines are 5 yards apart. So this is a 15 foot space here. So it's 15 by 15. So again, in each of these zones, the members will be very far spaced from each other. You can also see some of the yellow tape lines on the ground simulating the spaces on the ground. So we have a workout zone here. We have 2 workout zones here. And then the semi-private room, we split the room in half. Other considerations for our phase 2 opening. We've had to have the gym completely gutted, disinfected, and fogged. We've literally removed every single piece of equipment from the gym, scrubbed it, bleached it, disinfected it, brought it back in, and then it was fogged again. I promise you, no gyms are going through this extreme measure to keep their people safe. We are. It's important to us. We are taking COVID extremely serious, and in doing so, we want to show that we can keep people safe, but still get fitness, health, and exercise as a priority in their overall holistic plan towards being healthy and fit. Fitness on Fire currently has 7 hand sanitizing stations around the facility. We've always had a lot of hand sanitizing stations, but now we'll also even have hand sanitizer in each exercise pod that the members will have access to as well. Last but not least, our staff has been pre-screened and will also have their temperatures checked every day that they come in for work. Again, some pictures of the deep cleaning company coming in here and fogging the gym, scrubbing all of the equipment down before it came back in the facility. And then this is where I leave my presentation today. So my ask today from the Orange County Board of Supervisors is I'm asking for your support and for your help. We're a small business. We employ 14 team members here. And all of these team members, we were a Best of Irvine 2020 winner this year for gyms. And all this is kind of at stake right now. We really need to get back. We need to open our doors again. In Sacramento County, there are a few gyms that have gotten an executive order by their actual county Department of Health Services to allow some specific fitness studios, not gyms, to proceed with servicing their clients. And some of the things that they're asking for, we are already doing that and then some. So client and trainer must maintain a distance of 250 square feet. We can accommodate that. All clients must pre-register. We always do that and always have. No physical contact or sharing equipment. Each member will have their own equipment, their own workout station set up. No use of common area or showers. We're going to keep all those closed. And then the studio must comply with social distancing requirements as we understood already as of the executive order by Governor Newsom. All right. So these are being done right now in California, in counties in Sacramento. And I believe that I know 3 gym owners that have received this very specific order. My ask today is to get the same kind of support from our county. Maybe not for all fitness studios, but for all fitness studios like Fitness on Fire that are willing to go the extra mile to keep their people safe. If we can do this, even as a trial, even if we could try it for a couple of weeks to show you how we can do with it, I would welcome any inspection, any authority to come in, inspect the work that we're doing and see that we are doing what we said we're going to do. But we will keep people safe, and we actually think that health, fitness, and exercise is a big part of that safety. Phase 3 we'll cover another day. And that is my entire presentation on our game plan for Fitness on Fire's grand opening. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for your consideration. We want to be respectful, and we want to thank our leaders in the county, in the city, and also in the state. This is not an easy time for any leader making any decisions. So by no means do I feel like my rights are being violated or I feel like somebody's out to get us. Very simply, I'm asking for support from our Board of Supervisors after providing good information to let you know what we're trying to do to keep people safe. And now I'm going to leave the ball in your court. Hopefully you'll give us some support here. Thank you so much for your time. Much love. Have a phenomenal rest of your week, and I hope that you and yours stay safe. Take care.